Yo, what's going on? It's Turn2 Podcast with your boy Coach Marcus.
Here with Coach Zach.
Yeah, and we back with our Starter 9 series where we trying to figure out how to become a starter out there in the high school level.
Yep.
We talked about first base in the first episode, second
Second
base in
base.
the second, but now we're gonna trickle on out to the green grass out of
Mm-hmm.
right field.
Mm-hmm.
Immediate first thoughts about right field.
First thoughts in Little League, most of the time, the coach always puts the worst player out in right field. I don't understand it. I kind of understand. It is pros and cons, I guess, but I don't think the worst player should be in right field. And don't downgrade right field as, oh, that's not an important position, because it is a very important position.
And do you think that in itself right there, that thought process right there is why people aren't just ready to play right field when they get out there or play outfield
Oh,
because it's different from left field and center field. People
mhm.
think the outfield's just outfield. Oh,
Right,
you're just going to catch a fly ball.
right.
No, the angle at which you see each ball
Much
is
different.
different at every position. If you've never seen a right-handed kid hit a ball to right field,
Mm-hmm.
oh, this
And it
slice right
starts
here
and
gonna kill you.
it starts slicing.
Yeah,
It's
it
crazy.
gonna start
Yeah.
slicing. So what do I do as a youth baseball coach trying to get kids to understand that right field is?
I think you have to make the outfield seem important, and that's just. I mean, I'm gonna start with the whole outfield. You got to make it seem important,
Right.
and then that kind of takes a narrative of, oh, right field isn't important anymore. Make sure that everybody knows pop up outs are just as important as ground
Yeah.
ball outs. All these outs are very important, and just because the ball doesn't get hit to right field as much in most games. You never
Hmm.
know. You might come across a team that has a lot of lefties
Yeah.
and they start pulling everything to right field.
Or just a
It's
disciplined righty team that can go opposite field.
and we've seen it even at 10 years
Hmm.
old. You see it all the time. You know what I'm saying? So make sure your right fielder is prepared to be in right field. So that takes us to, what kind of things does a right fielder need to be prepared? What kind of athletic abilities or mental abilities?
First, you got to be able to
Mm,
run, sprint, and more importantly, sprinting.
mm-hmm.
Stop jogging to the ball as an outfielder, bro. Like sprint. Like people get to this narrative that when they go out there and play, like I'm talking about the little kids,
Mm-hmm.
they go out there. Oh, Johnny, go play right field. Coach always puts me in right field. He must
Right.
think I suck. Like, no, I need somebody to go hold that down. I need somebody
Mm-hmm.
to go catch that ball. Because guess what? Boom, first hitter hits a pop fly to right field. But now you got it. Since you put your worst kid out there, now he misses it. It's a stand up triple.
Yep, I was about to say that too.
It's probably inside the park home run, to be honest with you. And since you never gave this position any respect in practice,
Mm-hmm.
you just watching kids have a merry-go-round run around the bases. So I think it involves parents at home, coaches, and the kids to all understand that right field is
Mm-hmm.
a good position. You're on the field.
Also, a lot of outfielders who are popular, famous, major leaguers, they're great outfielders. They're some of the best players in the
Hmm.
games were outfielders. You know what I'm saying? Most home runs, outfielder.
Yeah,
A handful of outfielders, honestly.
because the best thing is if you it's not a I'm not gonna say it's easy, but it's one of the easiest positions on the field to master
Mm,
quickly.
mm,
Like you can master it quickly.
mm,
And then that allows you to go hit more in the
mm.
cages, go practice your hitting more because
You can
outfield,
track down that pop up. You can
that's all
master
it is.
that.
It's good hips.
Hmm.
Have good hips and have good reads on balls.
Good angles.
Yes, understand the depth on stuff, right? If you can understand that, then this becomes easy. Like, I got that. Ooh, got it. Like, and then you got to be able to catch that ball. We're not gonna get to the ball and then do
And be
this.
scared of it.
Yeah, we're
Right.
not gonna do that. We're gonna get under each ball, and I think it's a I just don't think that enough people put respect on right
Hmm.
field, and kids just don't ever get to master the outfield. They think it's a punishment getting put out there or a downgrade emotion.
How about kids who don't get hit the ball a lot? How do you keep them interested in the game, you think? Maybe there's a game.
Constantly pre-hopping
Hmm.
and then constantly reiterating to them after every pitch, you have somewhere to be.
Hmm.
Go back up. If you're in right field, your job is to back up first base or back up second base.
Do a job. There's a
Do a
job
job
for
every single.
something.
because then you're involved. You don't understand at a young, well, you do, but some of these people at home don't understand that. You know how many errors happen at first base?
A lot.
Guess who's back there going to get that ball if it gets past?
The right
Right
fielder
fielder.
should be there.
But how many times he's not there and they got first base
Running down to the pole.
yeah,
The right
tired.
fielder beating them
Yeah.
barely.
And it's just because the kid fell asleep right there. Or as a coach, we're not reiterating to them enough that this is important. Like you need to be there. Because we already talked about in the first episode about first base. If they can't catch the ball, well, they're gonna have a trap meet trying to go get it.
And that right fielder got to be there to help them out.
Exactly. So right field, I would say as a young kid, we got to work on our hips. I think that again, I'm gonna take a nod to either basketball or football. Go train in those sports. They do a lot of hip action. Go figure out how to play good defense on a basketball.
Basketball game.
And football, go learn how to play it, be a good cornerback,
safety,
yes,
some type of defensive.
Anything where you have to turn your hips and you have to run while you're keeping your eye on something, right? I think a lot of times too, kids would be like, "Ball gets hit."
True, take your eye off the ball.
Get there. Where's the ball? Where's the ball? Nah, you got to learn how to run full speed while you're keeping that eye on the ball.
Very good point.
So,
and even if you're not in anything like organized, go outside and play those things.
Yeah, go on YouTube.
Yeah.
Same thing right now. Go on YouTube, type in quarterback hip drills or something like that, or hip exercise, hip drills, and you'll find a million.
And lots of sprints. Be quick with your feet. I mean, just enjoy running around. Enjoy that because that's an outfielder's job. You're about to run it. If you could,
you can hold it down, the ball, bro. If you can hold it down. Woo. Heck, if you don't like right field, well, you definitely might be put in center field. If you can track that ball down.
And I tell you what, even if your bat is struggling as an outfielder, if you're a great outfielder, you still got your position.
Yeah, you got your position, bro.
Yeah, if you can hold it down that good, defense will keep you as a starter in almost every level if you can hit somewhat.
Yeah, but I think also when you start getting to higher levels of high school, college, pros, right field now becomes the outfielder with the best arm or your big hitter. So let's go with the outfielder with the best arm. How come they don't believe in that in little league and youth ball? Why don't we take pride in that?
That's a great thing to look up to and put somebody out there because
it has a cannon.
Man, I can't tell you how that's game saving play in some of these games. You have a right fielder who picks up a ground ball and throws a cannon home. Ooh, in Little League, they're not expecting that. That's what I'm saying. They're not every coach, because most coaches have the narrative of, oh, it's hit to right field, he stinks. So I'm not gonna
go.
And you come up with a cannon?
Wow.
You're hosing somebody out. Come on now. And
everybody
like you said, crazy. That's what coaches, players need to take pride in. Hey, you have a cannon. That's why you're in right field. Yeah. It's not because you stink. It's because you have a cannon and you can track down a baseball. So feet work, hips.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna go with the third of just, catching the baseball. That's everything right there. If you aren't afraid as a little leaguer to catch the ball, get your eyes up underneath it like at every position and receive that ball up top, then hey, that's the way to become an outfielder right there.
Well, I say the arm will just come with just practicing your long tossing and stuff like that every day. But also doing y'all's throwing practice. You need to be practicing as a right fielder. You need to be practicing. Put the ball in your glove. Practice coming through.
The transfers.
Yeah, practice that stuff. Put the ball in your glove. Act like you're going for that ball off the ground.
Now, I want to say you were talking about arm and arm strength, and then I see all these teams we play against. They love that heavy ball. They go out there and chunk that heavy ball. You got to be careful when you're a kid with the heavy ball. That's meant for very, very short distance. And
you talking about hitting it or throwing?
Both. I'm talking about throwing right now. I've seen kids on the opposite side get
wait for pitching for that because I don't.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. I don't like heavy balls.
Yeah. That's I don't know. That's a little. You got to be careful when you're training your kids with heavy balls because you could really ruin a kid's arm by throwing a heavy ball far or any type of
Nah,
distance.
I ain't got
So
no scientific
nah,
method
man,
or like backing on that. I'm
don't
just
do
saying,
it.
as a guy who's been around baseball his whole entire career, I personally don't. I don't like heavy
Yeah,
balls. But yeah, man, right field. I mean, first name that comes up to me when I think right field is
man.
Ichiro Suzuki.
Ooh.
That man had a laser beam for an arm, bro. Like that ball would get
And
you
hey,
like
not
90.
even the biggest guy on the field either, right?
No, nah.
Not even the
But
biggest guy
he
on the
go
field.
chop down the ball and he gonna throw somebody out.
Mm-hmm.
He gonna go look up Ichiro highlights.
Mm-hmm. I mean, the new age. My first thought was Aaron Judge, of course.
Yeah,
You got Aaron Judge
but
throwing
then you
people
got
out.
so many of his bloopers where he don't know.
Oh, that's true. I mean, he blew the World Series, or what the was
Yeah,
it the World Series? I think
I
it was
don't
the World
remember,
Series.
but
Yep.
he got so many outfield
That's
bloopers.
true. That's true. I
Um,
mean, you could have a blooper
nah,
blooper
yeah,
reel
no,
and,
I ain't
and
saying
and then a
Aaron's a
highlight reel.
bad enough, but I'm just we're not gonna compare Ichiro to Aaron Judge. That
Nah,
boy
yeah,
Ichiro was the
yeah.
truth out there.
Yeah, he was way better defensively than
Um,
Aaron Judge
I mean, wasn't Barry was Barry Bonds a right
for sure.
fielder?
Barry played right field. He
Yeah,
DH later in his career, but
yeah.
yeah, he was a right
That
fielder.
was a lot of good right
He's a
fielders because he
baller.
actually won Gold Gloves.
Oh,
Like people only
well,
think
with
of him as
Pittsburgh,
hitter.
he was a baller.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? He was tracking, hawking everything down. Ken Griffey Jr.
I thought he was more center
Yeah,
field.
he
Was
did.
he
I guess he went right field later in his
later in
career.
his career when you
Yeah.
get a little bit slower?
Yeah. Still would hawk the ball down in right field though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Now, right field, a good position for you young cats out there. Stop thinking of it, and parents, stop letting them think that right field's a bad position.
Mm-hmm.
Stop asking your kid, "Why did coach put you in right field?" Be proud. Hey, man, you did great out there, baby. I'm just glad we got on the field.
Yeah,
Like, come
I
on,
mean,
bro,
you're
just be
still
happy.
hitting. Come on.
Yeah, just be
There's
happy.
no reason.
We needed you in right field today. Stop asking why.
Yeah, it's a great position.
Yeah.
Please stop that narrative. I'm tired of that too.
Yeah.
And that's not worth it. You great position.
But yeah, man, I think I pretty much covered. Oh, no,
What you thinking?
make sure that you know how to dive.
Ooh.
Dive and go out to some hard plays.
Yeah.
And also, I think my corner outfitters and even infielders, my corner outfitters, that play on that wall is hard when you're going to that foul line wall. If you
And
can
there's
learn,
usually nobody there telling you either. 'Cause
nobody's
you're
gonna
way
help
out
you.
there.
I say as outfitters, just be okay with running into the fence.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna hurt.
Yeah.
And if you hit a pole, it's really gonna fucking hurt. Ooh, excuse me. It's really
That's how
gonna
bad it
hurt.
hurts,
Yeah,
though.
it
That's how
hurts.
bad it hurts.
But I promise you, bro, if you can run through a wall, man, you're gonna make some crazy plays. If you're not scared of a wall, you're gonna make some wild plays. And
Agreed.
you're
And
gonna,
always use your body to feel out for the wall.
Yeah.
You have an extra hand. Use your extra hand if possible. Use your glove while you can until the
Yeah.
pop-ups come
One
down.
thing I tell our kids is every new park we go to, go to the wall from certain points and walk into your position. That way you know, okay, I walked about 15 steps to get to where I want to be at traditionally in the game. So that means that's probably about 10 sprinting steps. I know in my head that in about 10 steps, I have my wall there.
Yep. And that just gives the brains knowledge of what you're working with.
Yeah, you're scanning. It's like the AI mode. Like you're scanning your environment. You're plotting out the environment. Like it's not gimmicks, bro. Like you need to do that stuff.
Yeah.
Because do I literally want you to go 1, 2, 3, 4? No, but you're gonna run and be like, okay, that's about 10 right there.
You feel it. You just self-consciously
you
know where it is.
So I think that's a huge tip that you young guys can do every time you go to a new field.
Even the older guys going to the new field.
Oh,
definitely.
That's who I was talking about. I made the college and the high schoolers do that. I made both of them do that. You got to know where you're at because we're not gonna lose the game because you're scared
of a wall.
And
it becomes a fair ball, and you thought you were, you were way off.
Yes. I'm sorry. We play hard. Okay?
Right.
You gotta be okay with that.
Right.
I don't know. You got anything more for the right fielders?
I don't think so, Marcus. I think that sums it up.
Yeah.
That's about it.
And hey, for anybody that needs more information, you know where to find us, man. We're at Too Smooth.
Any questions, anything y'all got, please send them in. We love to answer. We love to hear from y'all. So any comments, lay them down in the comment section. I don't care what it is.
Yeah. Until next time, we out.